could not fly, haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. Love was there, I could not see it, so the voice of salvation came shining through you. And you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. In the sky of my mind was lightning and thunder. I never could trust it could finally be right. The truth in your eyes said, don't worry, don't wonder. You sang me a song that has shattered the lie. And you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. And like the shepherd, you pulled me through. When my heart was troubled, I didn't know what to do. Your compassion planted a seed in my life. Now the flowers in me. All the time I'm singing. All the time I'm singing. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. If your wings are heavy, you cannot fly, haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. God is right there, you just have to see it. Let the voice of salvation come shining through you, and just sing, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. My wings were heavy, I could not fly, haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. Love was there, I could not see it, so the voice of salvation came shining through you. And you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. In the sky of my mind was lightning and thunder. I never could trust it could finally be right. The truth in your eyes said, don't worry, don't wonder. You sang me God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. And like a shepherd, you pulled me through when my heart was troubled. I didn't know what to do. Your compassion planted a seed in my life. Now the flowers in me, all the time I'm singing, all the time I'm singing. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. If your wings are heavy, you cannot fly, haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. God is right there, you just have to see it. Let the voice of salvation come shining through you, and just sing, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. My wings were heavy, I could not fly, haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. Love was there, I could not see it, so the voice of salvation came shining through you, and you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. In the sky of my mind was lightning and thunder. I never could trust it could. My wings were heavy, I could not fly, haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. Love was there, I could not see it, so the voice of salvation came shining through you, and you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. In the sky of my mind was lightning and thunder. I never could trust it could finally be right. The truth in your eyes said, don't worry, don't wonder. You sang me a song that has shattered the lie. And you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. And like a shepherd, you pulled me through. When my heart was troubled, I didn't know what to do. Your compassion planted a seed in my life. Now the flowers in me. All the time I'm singing. All the time I'm singing. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. If your wings are heavy, you cannot fly. Haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. God is right there. You just have to see it. Let the voice of salvation come shining through you. And just sing, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. My wings were heavy, I could not fly. Haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. Love was there, I could not see it. So the voice of salvation came shining through you. And you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. In the sky of my mind was lightning and thunder. I never could trust it could finally be right. The truth in your eyes said, don't worry, don't wonder. You sang me a song that has shattered the lie. And you said, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. And like a shepherd, you pulled me through. When my heart was troubled, I didn't know what to do. Your compassion planted a seed in my life. Now the flowers in me. All the
Good morning, good morning, good morning. So these are the ducks. There we go. So Jamie is not with us this morning, and so I was able to find some karaoke versions of One Big Family and Thank You for This Day. So the words will come up with the music. Here we go. Maybe. Not moving, Don. Whoop. There we go. Here we go. If you feel like standing up, stand up.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Ha ha! All right. Thank you for this day. Hello to everybody online. You may have noticed people periodically coming over to wave at you.
Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. for my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful friends. My wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant health. My radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious life. My glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. My opulent wealth. My opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Oh, thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. I want to thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Every day I say thank you for this day, Spirit.
Yeah. Awesome. Have a seat if you choose. And if you don't, that's okay too. So our beloved music director, Jamie, is busy helping family this morning. So here we are. Actually, okay, the headset's back on there, Lenny. So good morning and welcome to Columbia Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Reverend Rafe Ellis. For those who don't know me, everybody in the room, I know you, so hopefully you know who I am. I don't know. Welcome to the folks online. So let me tell you who we are and what we're up to. If this is your first time joining us, we have some ways that you can get connected and stay connected. Those are our website at CSL, ColumbiaCSL.com. If you want our events calendar, you just go to ColumbiaCSL.com, add a / and events, and that'll take you there. If you want to share something with us, you can email us at info@columbiacsl.com. If you have a prayer request, I want to speak to this for just a second. It came to my attention that submissions came to the prayer email, which is actually a group email that goes to the practitioners and ministers, and apparently they were going nowhere. So that has been corrected. I sent out a test email. The practitioners and ministers all responded that they're getting them. So please do, if you want to submit a prayer request. And if you want someone to contact you with an actual prayer or a phone call, tell us that. Because in the absence of that, we will not contact you. Because that's what our training is just to take the prayer request and pray. So if you want interaction, you have to tell us. We surrendered our crystal balls, so we don't have those anymore. You can give us a call at the office, at least for a little while longer, 410-750-8559. You are also welcome to call me directly on my personal cell phone, 916-390-7036. I'm fully aware I just broadcasted that to the universe, and it's also on my Facebook page, so really if somebody wants to find it, it's not hard to find. I am at choice about how I answer it, so it doesn't matter who calls it. All right. Our vision is to contribute to a world that works for everyone. Everyone. We are a diverse community of belonging and growth. We share the light of joy within ourselves while learning to see it in others. Guided by Spirit, together we build a joyously engaged, inclusive community intent on uplifting and transforming lives. That's pretty powerful. Our identities, we have a lot of them. Look around. As many people as you can see, there are that many different identities. As a community, we strive to illuminate the spiritual truth that we all belong to each other. And that calls us to be inclusive, to embrace and celebrate our unique identities, such as all abilities and ages, all physical characteristics, all gender identities, all national origins, all faiths and spiritual paths, all sexual orientations, and all ethnicities and races, just to name a few. We grow together in classes, in workshops, in service to our shared spiritual community, and just hanging out together. So one way that information is disseminated is our newsletter. And I really appreciate the recent feedback. People were getting it and they didn't know it was the actual newsletter because it didn't actually say newsletter. So they thought it was something else and they were trying to sign up for what they already got. So thank you for that feedback. Now when it comes out, it will say newsletter. Communication is a brilliant tool, but only if we share info with one another. And I'm continuing to work with that and make some changes. So it will come out typically on Sunday afternoon, early evening, with what's happening for the next week. Plus, for those that like to plan ahead, I try to keep the next month rolling so that you can plan that. And then I try my best to send out a reminder, I shoot for Friday, but sometimes life happens and it happens on Saturday. It's like I tell folks, if people in need of pastoral care would schedule their crisis, I could schedule things better. But that doesn't happen, and I'm always going to prioritize you as a person over an administrative thing. So just know that. Okay, we have 3 more weeks after today in December. And then we are launching into a new us. An us in person every Sunday. Yes, people online, we will still be live streaming. And we will be in person every Sunday. Our theme for 2024. Yeah, all right. Our theme for 2024 is celebrating wholeness in the mystery. And so things are going to shift and change. And we're going to learn how, as one of Karen Drucker's songs says, let go of the shore. Because it's really safe to sit on the shore and watch it all go by. It's a whole nother thing to get in, roll over, and float with the current. And we're going to learn how to do that joyously and how to do that with a sense of confidence that makes no sense in the human realm. To truly live in the mystery. And I would tell you how that's going to happen, but then it wouldn't be a mystery, would it? So it will all unfold. We will have varying Sunday formats. We will have classes. We will have some book studies. Sacred readings. I'm inviting everybody to start now. Okay? And you can send them to the info at Columbia CSL. Any reading that moves you that's not a full-on book, right? Just what we're used to lengthwise on wholeness, celebration, or mystery. And then I will pass those on to Mary Jane and Donald Lewis, and they will continue to select the ones for each Sunday. But I want to open it up for the whole community to get involved. That includes you folks out there in the online community. Send any submission, any reading about celebration, wholeness, or mystery that sparks something in you to info@columbiacsl.com. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to let Felicia do some singing.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. I'm going to be sharing a song of mine called God Within. I walked for miles to get out of the shadows, following, listening to a voice that speaks within. And I know it's bigger and better than anything I know. I can feel it in my soul. I like to call it God within. It lifts me up, won't let me down, no matter what is happening all around. I've got the God within, guiding me to be the peace that we all really need in this world. Yeah, I once was lost and now I'm found. I had to figure out how to get it out, and so I sat down and began to pray. Yeah, I sat and listened, and that's when it happened, that my life started changing from that day. I like to call it God within. Lifts me up, won't let me down, no matter what is happening all around. I've got the God within, guiding me to be the peace that we all really need in this world. I know there is nothing that I can do through you. Feeling is believing when it comes to you. I like to call it God within. Lifts me up, won't let me down, no matter what is happening all around. I've got the God within, guiding me to be the peace that we all really need in this world. You know it's God within, lifts me up, won't let me down, no matter what is happening all around. We've got the God within, guiding me to be that peace that we all really need in this world.
Good morning, good morning. I am Eugene Holden. I am one of the practitioners here at Columbia Centers for Spiritual Living, and it is my pleasure to give you the reading today. And our spiritual reading this morning is Redefining Perfection by the Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse, and it is in the Science of Mind magazine for December 23rd. Nope, December 2023. So we begin with a quote from Tara Brach. On this sacred path of radical acceptance, rather than striving for perfection, we discover how to love ourselves into wholeness. And then the quote by Dr. Ernest Holmes, Principle of Perfection, he writes, "We must increasingly come to understand that we have access to the infinite creative power of law, and we must always be aware that in the infinite presence rests the universal principle of perfection." Dr. Waterhouse writes, "Some time ago, a student asked me, 'How can I be perfect, whole, and complete when I still have lessons to learn and things to accomplish?' Most of us use the phrase perfect, whole, and complete without thinking about what those terms mean and how they relate to each other. I liked that my student asked me had such an inquiry. Although perfection, wholeness, and completeness are divine concepts, they also are intertwined in the unfoldment of our divine nature. Perfection is commonly perceived as a fulfillment of our expectations. This is impossible, as we all tend to have conflicting desires. As an example, there are folks who want to experience perfect freedom to do whatever they want, whenever they want, and at the same time, want to be in a perfect relationship, which requires compromise and concession. Perfection is the principle we evoke with every perception, belief, and intention. What we think about perfectly manifests our reality, even when we say that it is not what we want. If we don't like what showed up, we can always have another thought. Let us recognize that our wholeness guarantees that our nature is divine, being neither bad nor broken. Jesus, a profound example of living in completeness, is quoted in John 10:34 as asking, Is it not written in your law, I said, ye are gods? I believe that in asking this question and referencing its ancient Hebrew origins, Jesus declares that all people are interesting. That our people are complete, whole, and perfect. And so it is. Hang on, I found it was on a different page. And it does say perfect, whole, and complete. Ours is to live according to this understanding. That was interesting. Now please join me in today's affirmation. Today, right now, I affirm that I live in a perfect world where my consciousness always manifests perfectly as I express my divine nature. And now, so it is.
Good morning. Let's take that levity, that joy, that perfection, even in error, into meditation, because that's really what it is, perfection. All is perfection. So let's take a deep breath in together and release, bringing our minds and our bodies to this one place, this presence. I want to start this meditation today with a lyric from one of my most favorite groups, U2. I find them to be extremely spiritual and speak to me all the time. Love, rescue me. Come forth and speak to me. Raise me up and don't let me fall. No man is my enemy. My own hands imprison me. Love, love, rescue me. Because that's what it is. There is one force, one power, one spirit, one life that is flowing through everything, that everything is manifested as part of that. There is only a power of good, a power of God, a power of love. And if I don't see that, it's my own hands that imprison me. And it's my work to love that into wholeness and completion. And it is my work to take that wholeness into the world. The power for good, which is responding to me and bringing my experience into my experience, everything that reflects that, my peace, my love, my power. What I see is a reflection of the God that I accept in me. I know this power for good enables me to help others. I know this power for good enables me to bless this world. And so I say quietly to myself, there is one God. There is one life. There is one power for good. My heart beats the heart of the universe. My love is the expression of love in the universe. And it is my choice to express this. Divine intelligence, I know I have complete faith and confidence when I allow it, guides me in all that I do, that I say, that I think. Love, rescue me, for it is my own hands that imprison me. If there is one power for good, and I can consciously say yes to it, this is a celebration. This is the place to look for love, to look for joy right now, and in planning for what I do in the next now. Let's take a moment and just believe that. Realizing as we believe this, we are one with each other, since there is only one. There is no separation. There is no difference among people in this world. We're going to take that into silence for a moment. There's a power for good. Love is the only power. Let's move into prayer. Knowing that that is true, that there is only one God, only one power, only one force for good. There is. Each one of us embodies that one power, one God, one force for good. And so I know that from this service and from this moment and from this place of love, there is divine glory and wonderfulness in mistakes, because even in pain and even in fear and even in whatabouts and the conditions that I am even bringing into this prayer, there is an interruption. Hey, there is joy here. Hey, there is love here. Hey, there is joyful silliness and wonderful, perfect mistakes here in all places. They all exist at the same time. So if we believe, and I know that as we're celebrating today, that love is the power, that we are whole, that we know this for the world. And as we're celebrating here among and with each other and celebrating great love and great joy, we are bringing this great love and this great joy into the world. Into the world. We are the seer seekers. We are the seers of peace. We are the seers of love. We are the seers of joy. And as we see that, that is what we see. And as we see that, that becomes what everybody sees, because it is only the truth. And so I am truly grateful for these teachings. I am truly grateful for being able to celebrate with like-minded people. I am truly grateful for the knowledge that love and God is all there is. And sometimes that's hard. And I allow my own hands that imprison me to be released through love, to be released through surprises of joy and silliness and divine mistakes. That's released. I release the hands that imprison me because they're mine. And so I release this word into the law of perfection, the law of wholeness, the law of good that has already said yes. And we believe and know that it is true. And together we say, and so it is.
That's hard to follow. This song is by India Ari. It's called Light of the Holy Spirit.
A light, a holy light. There is a light, a holy light. There is a light, a holy light. There is a light, and it's shining for you, coming in to make you whole, is shining for you, coming in to make you whole. There is a love, a holy love. There is a love, a holy love. There is a love, a holy love. There is a love that is shining for you, coming in to make you whole, is shining for you, coming in to make you whole. There is a peace, a holy peace. There is a peace. Oh, there is a peace, a holy peace. There is a peace that is shining for you, coming in to make you whole, is shining for you, coming in to make you whole. The Holy Spirit is all around you. Holy Spirit, oh, Holy Spirit is all around you. Holy Spirit
shining for you, coming in to make you whole.
How perfect is it that in a reading that immediately references perfection not being our expectations played out, then the pages immediately go out of order. I don't know how you pulled that off, brother. That was awesome. A magician is in the house. So this morning, we are talking about recognizing wholeness. Recognizing wholeness. Knowing wholeness again. Because if we were just talking about spotting wholeness, we would call it that. Seeing wholeness. I can see with my eyes and never recognize what I'm looking at. Maybe it's just me that does that periodically throughout the day, every day. Maybe it's just me. Seeing the good in all. Now notice, that doesn't say the good in all people. It says the good in all, which, at least in terms of the language that we've agreed to use, is pretty all-inclusive. All kind of leaves nothing out. So all of those things that you think have no redemptive value, that have no good to be seen in them, that's your work. You're welcome. Seeing the good in all. Now let's be clear. That is harder than we admit in this human realm. And yet in the spiritual realm, it's effortless. And here's the difference. The spiritual realm doesn't have any volumes of Shouldpedia. The spiritual library has no Shouldpedias. In the human experience, that's our book of reference. Right? Let's be real this morning. Our reference book for how we should show up. We go to our internal library and scan through our reference library of Shouldpedias until we find the one that will tell us how to behave. Eugene will be all right in a little while. He's processing a new concept. So here's the thing. Just like Rebecca's spiritual practice that she led us in talked about our hands imprison us. Ernest Holmes taught the thought that will set you free is the very thought that imprisons you. Because it's just the activity of thought. We are all miraculously one thought away from complete freedom. This planet is one thought away from complete peace and freedom. Our challenge is we get stuck in trying to get rid of thoughts. Right? Good luck with that. Because you cannot simultaneously think about a thing and rid yourself of it. If I tell you not to think about pink elephants, now you are. You're welcome. If I put it in a song, it'll be an earworm for you. And then I will get nasty emails. So what do we do instead? We do what we teach. We change our thinking. What's true? And if we don't know what's true, herein lies the gap. Right? Because if I stop thinking the lie, and I don't have anything to fill in, we're like perpetual 2-year-olds. Right? You tell your 2-year-old to stop doing something, and then you walk away. And what do? Right back to it. Because you didn't give them something else to do. Redirect. And so it's insufficient to tell yourself, stop thinking about that. First of all, it doesn't work because now you're focused on what you're stopping. I had a practitioner session with a ministerial colleague years ago. And what came out of my mouth was, I'm just sick of all these thoughts. I just wish I could forget everything. Now she heard what I'm saying, which is a good thing, and she looked at me and she said, is it your intention to manifest Alzheimer's or dementia? No. She's like, well, that's how you get to not remember anything. So what do you really want? And what I really wanted was to not attach pain to all the memories. What I really wanted was to remember whatever I remember without the guilt, shame, blame, and remorse attached. What I really wanted was to have the full access to my memory within the context that I am whole, perfect, and complete, and so is everybody else involved in any of those memories. That every situation that felt horrific was whole, perfect, and complete. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. And so I got to wrestle with being victimized by perpetrators as a child at many levels, as accepting that was whole, perfect, and complete in their evolution and in my evolution. Notice, I didn't say understand. The human part, and that's where I set myself up. I kept trying to understand the incomprehensible. I don't understand what makes another human being choose to abuse. I don't understand that. But if I fail to recognize that capacity lives within me because it lives within humanity, I am intentionally lying to myself and separating myself from myself, which then gives me permission to remove myself from the healing activity of consciousness. Because what is alive in consciousness is what we heal. I have never healed another person. Neither did Jesus. And he said that. He said it over and over again. No matter how many times people were like, you healed me. Jesus was like, no, you confused. You are confused. It is your faith that healed you. And so literally, if I believed that sitting in that particular chair for 13.4 seconds would heal every physical thing in my body, I would do it, and it would. And it would have nothing to do with the chair, nothing to do with the time frame, and everything to do with how I set it up. What we have is this miracle of choice. And law operates to manifest that. And most of the time, because we're in these human experiences, Most of us are cognitively unaware of what's operating underneath our thought. We think our thought is this. And so we expect this to manifest. I remember an Oprah Winfrey show where she was talking about abundance. And this audience member challenged her that, you keep talking about all this abundance stuff and I keep praying for money and it keeps not happening. And what Oprah said was, why do you want money? And he said, because I don't have any. And she said, and you will never have any as long as you believe that. See, he's asking for money, but what he's believing is, I don't have money. And so the activity of law goes, check, you don't have money. And so every possible avenue of influx of money goes unseen, unrecognized. Ernest Holmes teaches this in the Science of Mind book. It is not true that you can have everything you want. He says that. Because a lot of times you hear us talk about these teachings, you can have anything you want. No, you can't. Because oftentimes what you want and what you believe are not in the same neighborhood. They're not even on the same planetary realm. What we get is the consciousness, what we have the consciousness to create. That's what we get. Not what we want, not what we should have, what we have the consciousness to create. And so if I don't have a consciousness of wholeness, it's entirely likely I will never experience wholeness. I would bet everything I have in this physical realm on it. Because if I don't have at least an idea of wholeness, and wholeness means there's nothing missing. Wholeness means there's nothing that needs to be removed. That everything, everybody is part of the whole. I'm not there. Let's tell the truth. I'm not there. I see things every day that I think need to be removed. I watch the news. And there's a lot that my humanness thinks is wrong. We're blowing up children. I don't know how in my human self to reconcile that. I don't. Now I know I'm the spiritual leader and I'm supposed to have all the answers. I don't. Let that lie go. I don't have all the answers. What I have is a willingness to question everything. And so I do my spiritual practice. How? How is this a part of wholeness? How do I embrace this? How do I recognize? How do I recognize this as part of wholeness? And what comes back to me over and over again is the power of choice. It's the power of choice. And how deeply entrenched I am in wanting to control other people's choices, but don't you dare imagine controlling mine. It is this huge double standard that I wrestle with every day. Because you come near my power of choice, it's on. And yet, somehow I rationalize the right to be up in your business and what you choose. Doesn't work that way. Even what created us. And this is the part that boggles my mind the most, people. Creation itself empowered its creation with the freedom of choice. Not just the power of choice, but the freedom of choice. And a freedom which is free of any guilt, shame, blame, or wrongness. A freedom that simply says yes, no matter what we choose. That never rejects its creation. That never pulls away because we made a choice that it disagrees with. And if my job is to embody that, I got work to do. I got work to do. How about you? And how about we do it together? Right? That we pick up the phone in those moments where, and maybe I'm the only one that has these, where every once in a while I need to put God outside of me. So hello God, do you have a supervisor I can speak with? Because really, dude, things are messed up down here. Are you paying attention at all? I need to have those conversations sometimes. And what if we reached out to one another and said, I need some brainwashing right now because I got some garbage thoughts. I need some help. I need somebody just to witness me. I need somebody to just listen so I can spew all this stuff out. I'm not asking you to fix me. I'm asking you to witness me. I'm asking you to hold me. And how many times that will result in you finding out that you're in a community of people who, oddly enough, are struggling with the same stuff. And now we've recognized the wholeness of the journey in one another. Now we've recognized the wholeness of the struggle with one another. That we give permission to grapple with this stuff with one another. That we let go of the idea that any one community member has to show up a certain way. Just show up. Just show up. And allow yourself to truly be seen. Allow the goodness of you to be seen, but first you have to see it. You have to see that in the mirror. When you look yourself in the mirror for this next week, I invite you all to set this intention, that you look yourself eye to eye. Whether it's in a shopping store window when you pass it, whether it's in your bathroom mirror, but every time you have an opportunity to observe yourself, pause, and just say, hello, God. You are amazing. Because that is who you be. And if you will take the time to recognize that in you, you open the door to see it in somebody else. Let's take this into prayer. That is the breath of the infinite. The one, the only, the ever-present, the unformed, the formed. Source, substance, activity. All manifesting itself as itself in the multiplicity of creation. No two elements alike, and yet in all the differences, no separation. This is the truth of being. This is the magnificence of the whole. That every element, every aspect, every operation is within and a part of this one. I know that it creates out of itself, by itself, to be itself, so I must be that. being here, created in form. And I know what is true of me is true of all life. All life. From the tiniest grain of sand to the most majestic mountain, to everything that crawls and moves upon it and around it and within it. All is this one infiniteness expressing its wholeness in multiplicity. And so I speak my word claiming and affirming that we collectively, individualized collectively, are waking up. We are knowing again. We are recognizing the truth of being. That there is no my being, there is no someone else's being. There is just being. And we are all within it, as it. And so I celebrate. I celebrate because I know the word spoken is the word fulfilled. And so I know that it has already happened. And we are simply along for the ride of its unfolding. That it is done. And I don't need to see the timeline. I don't need to see the form. I just need to know that I know because I know it is done. And to trust that. And so I consciously choose to trust. And in so doing, I let go. I let go of any need to control, any need to question, any need to sort it out. And so I just buckle in for the ride and go where it goes and do what I am called to do. And I invite you, if any of this has resonated with you, that you take it, that you choose it as your own. And say with me, and so it is. Oh, I see what happened there. That is quite interesting. Right? 4 to 6. All right. So, as we change gears, we are moving into our time of conscious giving. And before we read our affirmation, I want to say something about conscious giving. I want to make sure that when you give, that you're giving consciously, intentionally, from love. Now, as crazy as this might sound for a minister to say, if you're giving out of obligation, stop giving. Stop. I know probably no minister ever has said, I don't want your money. Because we do have bills. And don't give out of obligation. Give out of love. Give because you are spiritually fed here. Give because you want to sustain this place. Because you want to grow this place. Yes. Because it matters where we give from more than matters what we give. Okay. Let's say our giving affirmation together, shall we? I affirm that all Columbia CSL's accounts now and continually are filled with an all-sufficiency of visible funds to meet all its needs, wants, desires, and commitments with a divine surplus from which we expand and share our abundance. And so it is. Now, we are still in the throes of correcting our DBA. I don't know how this is playing out either. So in the meantime, please make any checks that you write payable to the Columbia Church of Religious Science so our bank will take them. Otherwise, I just get to look at them. So I invite you to take your gift in hand, in mind, in heart, wherever you hold such things. And let's say our giving affirmation together. In a consciousness of abundance, I give freely, knowing that I am freely given to. Ushers, whoever you are, please receive the gifts while Felicia sings to us. Thank you. Some singing.
All right. This is one of my favorite artists, Faith Rivera, and this one is called Standing as One. And just in case any complications happen, because we were having those earlier, I'm just preparing you now that the song might start off a little odd. It's okay. All right. It's all perfectly whole and complete. All right. All right. Who are you? What are you?
A daily expression of that light.
When is there time?
Right now, forever will be
Where?
inside of me.
How? Standing as one. When I accept that I am a child of light,
We will stand as one for humanity.
when you accept that you are an expression of that life,
We will stand as one for humanity.
when you accept their will is now, has been
Forever will be. We will stand as one for humanity.
when you accept their will is happening right now inside of you.
We will stand as one for humanity.
When you accept yourself as you are, you will be the change, for you are the change. Let us be the change. Standing as one. One.
Standing as
One. One. Who are you?
child of light.
What are you?
Daily expression of that light.
When is there time?
Right now, forever will be
Where?
inside of me.
How? Standing as one. One.
Standing as
One. One. When I accept that I am a child of light,
we will stand as one for humanity.
when you accept that you are an expression of that life,
We will stand as one for humanity.
when you accept their will is now, has been
Forever will be. We will stand as one for humanity.
when you accept their will is happening right now inside of you.
We will stand as one for humanity.
When you accept yourself as you are, you will be the change, 'cause you are the change. Let us be the change. Standing as one. One. Standing as one. One.
Standing as
One. One.
standing as
Thank you. And so I speak a word of blessing, a word of gratitude, a word of recognition of the divine in the form of money. Knowing that Columbia's Center for Spiritual Living is sustained by the hearts and the giving of the love that it makes it so. That we give from the overflow to do good work in the world. And so it is. And so in alignment with that, I want to share with you, I got one of the places that we've tithed to recently was the Center for Spiritual Living Kenya. And I got an email from Reverend Barbara, and she just wanted to express her gratitude. And she and I are going to connect in the new year to figure out ways to come together in collaboration, because we are not bound by time and space. And so we are going to figure out ways to be in community, in collaboration with our fellow sister community in Kenya. So just know, in this whole mystery, I don't know how it's going to unfold either, but I know it's going to. Awesome stuff. Okay. Well, these pages are really jacked up. Who did this? Who's in charge of this thing up here? Thank you, Eugene, our practitioner improv. Thank you, Rebecca, who has since taken off because she's doing some traveling today and wanted to get a head start in this weather. Thank you, Felicia. Always a joy, hon. Always. Thank you, Don Henderson, for juggling many, and then some more things. Thank you, Lenny, for all of your expertise, sir. Let's see. Thank you, Joe, for being our host with the most. Thank you, Laura Service, for jumping in. Thank you, Mindy, for jumping in. And so here's the thing about service going into the new year. Things are going to shift and change, and we will need what we need, and we will roll things out accordingly. And there may be things that we think are really important to the community that we find out not so much. If they don't happen, then and nobody notices, well, then really, how important was it? Right? But sometimes we don't know that until things shift and change. And so we're going to roll with it, and we're going to figure it out together. That much I know. Here's our affirmation to take with you this week. I'll read it through, and then I invite you to read it with me. Maybe. I am one with the divine and with my fellow beings. Let's read that together. I am one with the divine and with my fellow beings. We have practitioners. They have studied and studied and studied. And more than studied, they practice what they studied. Because they understand that metaphysician, heal thyself, is required. And so, there's a running joke when you're going through practitioner school that they tell us all the time that as soon as you graduate, everything that you don't want to heal that needs to heal is going to show up. Right? And we all go, yeah. And then it does. Right? So we are well seasoned by the activity of law that offers us incredible opportunities to heal in consciousness, to know that Not my consciousness, not your consciousness. This is just in consciousness. And that's where the work is done. And so if you are wanting prayer, my understanding is, because they initiate things too when you ain't looking. See, that freedom of choice thing, practitioners will just do things. And so apparently Deborah and Eugene got together and did a thing. And so if you would like prayer immediately after service, the two of them will be available in the foyer at the ends of the couches close to the window, because we're trying to find private places where that can happen. And so if you are desiring, and notice I'm saying desiring, you don't have to be in need of prayer to want prayer. You can just want prayer, and you can just want prayer to pray up how good everything is. You don't even have to have a problem to get prayer. Just so you know, you can just go get prayer because you want prayer. They will be available to pray with you this morning. If you have a prayer request, we invite you to put it in that little box over there, or to email it to prayer@columbiacsl.com. And now that we're getting them, we'll actually get them. How cool is that? We do have a town hall meeting immediately after this for those that want to stay. I did forget to bring my second camera and my microphone, but I will have it logged in online for folks there. It will just be a little clunky, but we do clunky. So, next week we are virtual only. Amy Steinberg is our musician. Christmas Eve, we will do a candle lighting service here. I've been in conversation with the powers that be, and we have found a workaround that satisfies the fire department, that satisfies the fire code. And so Christmas Eve morning, we will have a candle lighting service. And we will talk about the birth of Christ consciousness. And we will talk about Jesus, but probably not in the way that a lot of people are talking about Jesus on that morning. But we will talk about Jesus. So I invite you to come, see what happens. If you have Christmas goodies that you want to share, by all means, bring them. You are more than welcome to do that. By then, we will actually have 2 Keurigs in here, so you don't even have to wait to get coffee now. Because I'm going to bring the one from the office. Since we're letting go of the office, we'll have that here. So, now I invite you to stand, and we are going to a cappella sing, I Give Myself Permission. Why I give myself permission? So that you leave here with a directive. Right? You leave here with a call to action. So, pick a key, Rafe, any key. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. One more time. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. Have a great week.